Sariaz here with another Starmade video, this time on power generating, and thrust. And I'm putting these two together because the way that grouping works for thrusters and power generators is the same. So how it works is you get a certain amount of power just for every block gives you some power no matter what. And then on top of that, each group of power blocks, so like this would be a group, this would be a group, that one right there, that would be a group, so this would be 3 different groups, but then if I connected these two, then it'd just be 2 groups. So then along with just the straight power from the power blocks, each grouping, for each group, it looks at the size of, or the length of each axis. So for this, in this one, it'd be a 2 long X, 2 tall Y, and 2 wide X. I already said X. This one's Z. This one's Z, not X. And so then it would add those two together, so it'd be 2, 4, and 6. And then based off of whatever number that gives you, it gives you a certain amount more power besides just from the power blocks. So this means that very efficient generators, you'll want to keep expanding the axes in whichever direction, so this is fine. But if you then put blocks going, so like if I put a block here, it won't give me as much power as that one did, because I've already got one there that's expanding the x-axis. So, yeah, that's how you make efficient power generators, and then for actual specific designs, you'll want to figure out how to get the most closely knit ones like this, and putting them in there and stuff like that, so that way they're not actually connected, but as close as you can get them in these crosses, pluses, L's, T's, upside down T's, I mean, and lines. Lines also work just fine because you're always expanding that one axis. And yeah, same principle goes for thrusters. You want to build them like this, not like square boxes. And also one thing to note is that if you've got a high enough thrust to mass ratio on very large ships, it will increase the turning speed. I've got one of my friends built a heavy firepower ship, and I built kind of carrier living quarters, more less combat oriented, more support oriented ship. And even though my ship being having a big docking bay area and being twice the mass turns just as fast because I have a much higher thrust to mass ratio. So just keep that in mind for your large builds. If you can't get them turned fast enough to see those tiny little fighters, try adding a ton more thrusters. I guarantee if you add enough, it will turn faster, unless they change that in some future update of Starmade, since it's still, the game's still just an alpha, so they may change this. But as of right now, that's how it works. So again, like always, if you have any questions, PM me or leave a comment. I'm going to try and always read every single comment, personal message. Since this is my second video, I doubt I'll have any problem doing that. Goodbye.